Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super discussion video. Now, I know you guys like this stuff. Anyway, we are actually here to talk about today the Super Dragon Balls in Dragon Ball Super, specifically the upcoming Tournament of Power and how and why exactly they will be used in whatever context that might be. So in order to actually talk about this, I am once again joined by Dimizy from Dimizy's Domain. Dimizy, why don't you say hello to everyone listening right now?
Hello everyone, let's talk about Dragon Ball, some Super Dragon Ball, just get right in there and just chat, chit chat.
Yeah! Anyway guys, we are going to be talking about this, and look, I kind of bring this up, and it's not necessarily a list video, it's just a general discussion topic about what they could do. And look, I think one of the things, I think Dimizy would probably agree with me, that is going... like a lot of people think the Super Dragon Balls are going to be wished for is to nullify the entire concept of a universe survival arc, or even just the tournaments being blown up. In general, we understand that Zeno probably wants to blow up the universes, and if this tournament goes through, if this tournament basically goes through without a hitch, they have the entire fight, no one interrupts, Zeno just doesn't forget he is going to blow up all these universes, and you know, the hype of the fights didn't basically change his mind and he wants to have it over and over and over again, which is a distinct possibility, mind you. That's one of the things that's a distinct possibility. But if he does blow up all the universes, one of the big prevailing fan theories here is just showing the fact that there are going to be, I guess, somebody's going to wish for all the other universes to come back. And my thought is like, for what reason? Like, how is Zeno going to react after he went through all the trouble? I mean, how much trouble is it really for him? But he went through all the trouble of destroying all these universes, and they're just going to dick him around by basically allowing all the other universes to come back immediately. I never really see it happening in this particular arc. I don't think that is a smart move for anyone to do. I also don't think it's a smart move for the storytellers, because you nullify the entire tension of everything that just happened. There's absolutely no consequences. And one of the things that Super has really done heavily is tell stories with zero consequences. And that's one of the things that they need to kind of get away from. We need some tension. We need some lasting effect. And if it's going to blow up any other universes besides Universe 7 or anything like that, I say might as well do it. They left off the other 4 universes for a real reason, and we can explore those universes and still have our multiverse. So, man, what are your thoughts on that particular prevailing fan theory that they're going to bring back all the universes?
Unfortunately, that's probably the most likely one, where if the Super Dragon Balls are used to get back all the destroyed universes, one of the questions is, it depends. If a universe is eliminated whilst the match is going on, is Zeno going to destroy it? I don't think he will, because of the fact that he has to sit on his chair and actually witness the fight itself. I think that if he's going to destroy the universe, it's going to be after the winner, the victor has been decided. And if it does happen, it will be a bit of a kick in the teeth, whereby we're like, oh, come on, that's just like, why don't you just say it was all a dream? it's the same context, concept, I say, and that would be really annoying in that sense. But one of the things, and I think we did talk about this in the previous video, and I'll just let you talk about this, was the fact that, okay, for all the destroyed inhabitants and planets, give them another house. I think what we spoke about this off air, didn't we? But yeah, I think that's a really, really good topic.
Yeah,
not topic, but more so like a wish.
I focused on this in another video we just did a little bit. I really think one of the things they could do, just kind of like I said, and I think a lot of people understand, is Toriyama basically just writes as he goes. He doesn't think about it. You know, he doesn't take the time to basically figure out the nuances of everything he's basically writing about or trying to grasp or show, or one thing or another. But the point is one of the things that they introduced in this arc that was head scratching for the most part, looking at, you know, the canonized version of Dragon Ball Z and how everything kind of went. But they were asking the Kaioshin, like, hey, how many planets are there? And he's like, well, there's 28 planets with life. And it's like, well, that's head scratcher. He's really terrible at his job. We had a lot of fun basically, you know, kind of dogging that about, oh, it's just so stupid. He doesn't understand anything about his job. But what if it's like very narrow foreshadowing or something, where instead of actually wishing for all the universes to come back, because there's going to be so many people dying in all these universes, they in fact just use them to wish everyone who is going to die in all the other 7 universes that are going to be blown up into whoever wins. Like, whoever wins the particular tournament. And, you know, lo and behold, there's 28 planets or something in every single universe. A universe should be more than enough space to house all these particular universes. So that way you don't necessarily lose any fighters, you don't necessarily lose any personalities, and you greatly expand like either an existing universe or spreading them out amongst the other 4 universes plus the one that's going to be surviving. You greatly expand those universes and make them that much more interesting. I mean, in particular, you can have so many awesome things, not only having, you know, a planet Vegeta in the same, or, you know, Sadal, Saiyan planet in the same universe that Vegeta has, so you can have basically everyone can get their fan wish that Vegeta and Kaba will hang out and basically be master-student relationship when Goku is with Oob sometime down the line. But you can also have things like, if Universe 7 doesn't win, like I've talked about in the past, if Universe 7 doesn't win, you can have basically, because the universe is destroyed and he might not necessarily be a god of destruction anymore, you can have Beerus basically retire, and whoever is the god of destruction, but all the gods of destruction, all the Kaioshins from those universes are populating whatever planet they're on, and you have some really cool interactions between them. I mean, what happens if Beerus and Champa literally had to share a universe together? I mean, we've already seen how much tension they have basically sharing twin universes, let alone one particular universe. They don't like themselves encroaching on their territory. And then also the food fights that they could have, or, you know, food competitions and everything like that. So there's so much potential there, and I feel like the whole 28 planet thing was not necessarily said in jest. It seemed like a really lowball number, and there might be a reason for that if they actually end up wishing all the other inhabitants into one universe or spread out amongst them. So to me, that's the best idea I think they can come up with, and it's not something that basically undermines Zeno in his opinion to blow up an entire universe, because if you put these inhabitants under the roof of universe, you know, 1, 12, 5, and 8, who are really good at upping their mortal level, then they could probably turn it around anyway. It's not about the people living, it's just about people doing their job. So gods retiring and all this other stuff, but living is probably a better idea than just destroying them all together.
But that's the thing. I think another wish that they could do is, whilst to prolong their life without having the danger, the fear of, okay, Zeno might just destroy my planet, my universe with just a whim. And this is where the early predictions about Daishinkan might come true, whereby what if Daishinkan says to one of them, hey, listen, I have a suggestion, and he suggests a wish, and the wish is, why don't you wish for the Zenos to be sealed away? And if they're sealed away, then Daishinkan becomes the great priest, the grand priest, whatever you want to call him. He becomes the head, absolute tippy top of the pyramid, and we go into a new story, a new fascinating little hierarchy that's going to be formed. I'm sure that certain things were, in terms of power and power structure, were not possible because of the fact that Zeno was at the top, and also Zeno is not the most mature, and we assume he's not the most mature. He might just be a facade, but that could be one of the things where one of the wishes, and this is where the question of how strong is the power of the Super Dragon Balls. We know that they can be destroyed. They've been destroyed by Zamasu, yes, but the wish, the magic of the wish itself, how strong is it? Is it strong enough to seal away Zeno for a certain period of time? And then we could go into a new arc whereby they're trying their best to gather the Super Dragon Balls once more, or find some alternative means to then free Zeno from his capturement, where Daishinkan or the Great Priest is just running amok. And I think that there's opportunity for more complex, more darker, more interesting stories to be told through a wish which would maybe do something for the favor of a darker motive for the Great Priest. I think that there is that.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. And I mean, who knows who's going to get the wish? I mean, more so, we're talking about, like you said, we're talking about like what it could possibly be used for, but not necessarily who's going to get the wish. I think that's a completely other discussion. That's a huge other discussion. But I mean, yeah, like the one thing that they really need to show, and I really think, regardless of what it is, whether it's bringing back universes, like teleporting people from all around the other universes into one universe or multiple universes, or sealing away Zeno in particular, like one thing we really need to see is these Super Dragon Balls be used for something that shouldn't be possible. Because one of the things that they've said is like, yeah, the Super Dragon Balls, like even Champa back in the day was like, yeah, the Super Dragon Balls are, you know, they cannot be topped. Like whatever they do is stronger or more powerful. They can do almost anything that you can set your mind to, while the other Dragon Balls have limits. And we've seen that the other Dragon Balls have limits, and the concept of these planet-sized Dragon Balls needs to be like, okay, yeah, like those can do whatever you put your mind to, like whatever you want. If you're going to take out Zeno, it's the only way you can do it, because it's the MacGuffin of the story. It's what drives us. And one of the things that Super has really not shown us at all, is the fact that these balls have not been used for anything too spectacular, like to bring back a planet. Well, we've seen, you know, we saw the
regular Dragon Balls can do that.
We you know, immortality, yeah, they can do that. Like it's weird, like it's really weird that we haven't seen, or you know, switching bodies or something. They haven't used the power of these Dragon Balls to do anything remotely specific or unique to what any of the other ordinary Dragon Balls could have done, other than the fact that, you know, we've kind of established that yes, they can work between universes, which is a big plot point in my opinion that they're probably going to explore sometime down the line. But that's the only thing really that we've known. Like that's a limitation on the Earth Dragon Balls, is he can't find Super Dragon Balls from other universes. So I really think that's one of the things they need to explore, and one of the reasons they need to use the Super Dragon Balls in a really big way in this tournament. Whether, you know, whether like you said, it gets interrupted or anything else, like why are they collecting them? What is their ultimate use gonna be? You know?
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, guys, please make sure to go in the comment section below and tell us what you think the Super Dragon Balls will be wished for in this particular tournament, because we really want to hear everyone's opinions and thoughts about this particular matter. Like always, please make sure to go check out Dimizy over at Dimizy's domain. The guy makes some really awesome content for you guys, not only Dragon Ball, but Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh as well, and any other things that he wants to basically talk about in any given time. So really awesome content created over there, so make sure to go share him some love. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and we're going to catch y'all in the next video.